So, we don't know whose baby Taylor is carrying.
Well, it was Nick's sperm.
That's great. And was it the donor's eggs or was it my mother's egg?
The paperwork isn't clear.
There are supposed to be fail-safes every step of the way.
Yeah, you know, the code number for the fertilized eggs was never entered in the system.
I mean, I don't even understand how that's possible.
It may have been my fault.
What do you mean?
My allergies were bad that night. I took some medicine. It made me a little spacey.
So you're saying that you were impaired? And you worked knowing you were impaired?
Doctor.
Putting yourself in a situation where you could wreak havoc on people's lives?
I'm sorry. I made a mistake.
Yes. Yes, you did.
This isn't helping.
You're right. The only thing that will help is knowing exactly what happened that night, which eggs were used, and I need answers.
What are you doing here?
I own the company, remember?
Why are you not at home with Taylor?
Because I wanted to stop by here and get some work so I could work at home with Taylor.
Well, I should think so too, after what you've been through. Holed up in that horrible cell.
It wasn't so bad, Mother. Feather bed, steam shower.
Stop joking.
If I don't joke about it, Mother, I really will murder someone.
Could that person possibly be Stephanie Forrester?
Change the subject, please. I'm in too good a mood. You got my memo about the maternity line, right? Now I want you to move on that. I want it out by the holidays, spring at the latest.
Well, by spring, Taylor's not going to be needing maternity wear, is she, darling? You're going to have a brand new baby. So much to look forward to.
Well, I'll remind my bride of that when she's on her knees, praying to the porcelain god. She has morning sickness.
Oh, no, poor thing. Is she miserable? She must be. I know I was.
It's just downhill from there with me, wasn't it?
It's joking again, aren't you? Although a week ago, you know, things were quite different.
Yes, they were.
Stephanie and Ridge were just out to get you, trying to pin a murder on you. And you know, they might have succeeded if it weren't for Brooke. Poor woman. What she was subjected to, I just...
What are you talking about?
Brooke didn't tell you?
No, Stephanie. I haven't called Rick yet. Because Taylor and I are still discussing it. Don't you have a business to run? Fine. I'll call you later.
Boy, Stephanie's still anxious?
Well, she's not in control right now, so it's driving her nuts.
Well, Brooke, I still have to remind you that we can't predict how this could affect Rick. I mean, to remind him what he did, he tried to kill Grant Chambers.
He was a boy then, Taylor. He's a grown man now.
And he's repressed that memory for a long time. That's how deeply he was traumatized.
Are you trying to back out of helping him remember?
No, I told you that I would work with him, and I will.
Well, if you're having second thoughts.
I understand how important this is to Ridge's case, that it come out that he didn't try to kill Grant. I get that.
So you do care about Ridge.
Of course I do. Ridge and I have children together.
And I have a child with him too, Taylor. That's why this is so important to me. If Ridge is convicted, he will go to prison. Ridge did a favor for Rick many, many years ago. Now it's time for Rick to return the favor.
Well, Brooke, I can see you've given this a lot of thought, and I'm sure that it's also occurred to you that Ridge must really appreciate how supportive you're being of him.
What's that supposed to mean? As if I didn't already know.
Okay, let's all stay calm, all right?
So you remember handing me the Petri dish that was labeled Maroney, is that correct?
You asked for the Maroney eggs, yes.
No, I asked for the Maroney donor eggs for the IVF.
I'm sorry, that's not the way I remember it.
The donor eggs that had just been harvested, not frozen eggs that had to be brought down from the storage facility and prepared. Did you spell that out for them?
Well, I will from now on.
No, she didn't, Doctor.
You both made assumptions without verifying exactly what I was asking you to do. But what I really don't understand. Why were the donor eggs labeled Maroney? Of course there was a mix-up.
It was a potential mix-up.
The donor wanted to remain anonymous. Okay, we couldn't use her name. That's lab procedure.
And it never occurred to you exactly what could happen? That having 2 eggs in there with the same name, I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
I do what I'm told, and only when I'm told.
So I was just doing my job? Is that your excuse? Let me explain to you about
hang
this
on.
industry.
Nobody's making excuses here. We're all trying to get to the bottom of this. Okay, you guys can go. Just leave your pagers on, okay?
Why did I get involved in this? Why am I putting myself through this?
Bridget, it's appropriate to be concerned, not panic-stricken. Let me keep digging, okay?
Okay.
Maybe there's some detail that we haven't thought of. And in the meantime, go home and try to get your mind off of this.
Get my mind off of this. Get my mind off. Oh, this is a disaster. A disaster. You don't understand the history between my mother and Taylor. Just the thought that my mother's eggs could have been used to create the embryo that I implanted. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I didn't double check it. How could I let this happen? This is completely my fault.
What are you talking about, Mother?
What Brooke went through, Nikki. I mean, it's deplorable. Stephanie almost strangled her to death.
What?
Yes. And then she lured her up to Big Bear, and when Brooke tried to leave, she took away her cell phone, she took away her car keys, so Brooke couldn't possibly get back to town. She was just determined to hide what Rich had done until after your trial. And of course, in the end, the truth came out, and you were freed. And now Stephanie's precious little boy is going to go to trial.
It's unbelievable. I mean, it's unbelievable what Brooke has been through at the hands of that psychopathic woman.
Yeah? Brooke is very brave. Couldn't have been easy for her, sending a man who she's had so much history with to prison in order to save you.
I just remember thinking how interesting it was that you were using your mother's eggs.
Doctor, I'm sorry.
The paperwork isn't clear.
It may have been my fault.
You're saying that you were impaired, and you worked knowing you were impaired?
You asked for the Maroney eggs.
Of course there was a mix-up.
Doctor, I'm sorry.
You don't usually do those kinds of procedures.
Maroney's your mother.
You both made assumptions.
I'm sorry.
The evidence would have been destroyed by now.
There are supposed to be fail-safes every step of the way.
Doctor, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
There. Bridget? Bridget, what's wrong? Hey. Hey, look at me.
I don't know why, but I feel like I'm walking in a minefield right now.
You weren't just implying that I have some kind of ulterior motive?
Like what?
Well, I help Ridge stay out of prison, so he's eternally grateful for that. So we spend time together, and then we spend the rest of our lives together. I mean, is that the scenario that you were just trying to paint?
Brooke, no. I think you're reading way too much into an innocent remark.
You don't have to play matchmaker for me, Taylor. I'm not going to get in the way of you and Nick.
I don't really know why you keep saying that to me unless you're trying to convince yourself or make me paranoid or something. I don't know if that's some kind of mind game.
No, it's not a mind game.
Okay. I believe you.
I'm just not sure if I'll ever be able to accept that Nick loves you more than he loves me.
It isn't a contest, Brooke.
I know. I'm well aware of that. All the hopes that I had for Nick and me, they went away the minute that you got pregnant. I may love your husband, Taylor, but I would never act on it. I would never break up an innocent child's family. I will never do that again. And neither would you.
No, nothing's wrong. I'm fine.
You're fine? But, Bridget.
I'll be fine.
I come home and you're crying. Look at you. You're a mess. Talk to me.
I can't talk about it right now, Rick. Please.
Did something happen at the hospital?
It was just there was a mistake because the lab techs.
What? A mistake?
There was a mistake at the hospital, and I was a part of it.
Was it serious? I mean, did somebody... Was a mistake serious? Did somebody...
No, nobody died.
Okay.
Nobody died.
Well, that's a relief then.
Not to the people whose lives I ruined.
You ruined people's lives. What?
Rick, please.
Bridget, listen to me. You are an amazing doctor, okay? One of the best.
No, you don't understand what's going on. Rick, please, just leave me alone.
All right, look, I'm sorry. Look at you. You're tied up in knots, okay? You're a disaster. You probably haven't had more than 4 hours of sleep in a long time, or you definitely haven't had a decent meal.
I don't need to think about these things. I can't.
I'm gonna go out and get us some food, okay? There's nothing in the house.
I'm not hungry. I don't need anything.
You don't have a choice in the matter. I'm gonna go out and get some takeout. But you gotta promise me that you're gonna stay here, okay? Come on. Please come here. Just sit on the couch. Come here. Just promise me you'll just close your eyes and try to get some rest while I'm gone, okay? I'll be right back.
Thanks, Catherine, for staying a little bit longer. Is there anything you need me to pick up on the way home? Okay, I'll see you soon. Hi.
You look different than when I left.
Oh, no, your wife is upstairs retching in the bathroom, I suppose.
I guess the saltines didn't work then. Would it be rude of me to ask?
Taylor and I were just discussing Ridge, his situation.
I see.
Ridge and Stephanie were wrong for what they put you through.
What about what she did to you? I would think you're the one who should file charges.
She barely phases me anymore. That was just her latest go-around. But what's important is that Ridge came home from Paris, turned himself in, and now you're free. You're home, where you should be. That's what matters.
You do know that you certainly didn't have to intervene on my behalf. I would have totally understood if you would have wanted to walk away from this whole mess.
You do know I couldn't do that, don't you?
Well, I owe you one.
No, you don't owe me anything. I just need to keep my distance from you and Taylor. That's what you need from me, to be happy. Which I know you are. I do want that for you, Nick. To be happy. With Taylor. There was a time when you and I were...
Brooke. We were happy. We were very happy.
I thought we'd be spending the rest of our lives together. But it didn't really work out that way. And I will regret that forever.
You have so much to give. You're such a beautiful woman with so much love to offer. Any man would consider himself lucky to be yours.
Any man. Except you.
I'm so sorry. I know how much you and Nick wanted to have a child together. You know there are other options.
Just run the tests. See for sure. I need to know if I can give Nick a child.
You're totally okay to have a baby with Nick.
It doesn't really matter. Because Nick doesn't want to have a baby with me.
Okay, well, I got a call from the woman that was your first choice to be the donor, and she became available. All right, Daddy-to-be, it's time for you to do your part now. We have the donor eggs for the Moroni IVF.
It's being brought in.
Well, actually, Bridget's done a number of embryo transfers. If you're comfortable with her taking over.
What's the flashing light?
That's not repeat.
This is the wrong file.
B. Moroni.
Oh, that's my mother's file. The day that my mother's eggs were sent to the fertility lab is the same day that Taylor's donor eggs were fertilized. My mother's frozen eggs were never, ever intended for IVF. How can I let this happen? This is completely my fault.
Bridget? Back.
Where are you?
Bridget, I gave you explicit instructions. Whoa! Bridget! Bridget, can you hear me? Bridget?
I'm still learning to live with what I lost. What I threw away. And I will. In time. I'll learn to live with my mistakes.
Well, that's something we all have to do, isn't it? We all have to live with our mistakes.
Just some hurt more than others. Don't you think?
I'll always want what's best for you.
Thank you. Enjoy this time. Savor this moment. Because you're going to finally have the child that you've always wanted. So it doesn't matter what Stephanie threw at me. You're free. You're free to be a father to that boy or girl. And you and Taylor, you are going to have the most beautiful baby. I wish you all the happiness